when you have a box of candy, you don't know which one to start with. My first acquaintance with Juliette Has began about 5 years ago with a perfume called Sunny Side Up. It makes me think of a Sunday brunch. And of course, on one hand, I have the association of sunny side up eggs, but on the other side, it is indeed a sunny, light perfume that you can use in the morning. So you invite your friends, you're still wearing your house robe, and you spray that perfume to create a nice ambiance of a sunny mood. The second perfume that I discovered in the collection is called Not a Perfume. And I made a mistake to try it in a Sephora shop after trying a few other perfumes. So when I sprayed it, I'm like, but it doesn't smell anything. It costs so much and it smells, doesn't really smell anything. So then I had to try it separately on my own at home without mixing it with anything else. The element of this perfume is called abroxan. It doesn't really create the smell of amber. This perfume overall I would describe more as musky. The musk is also practically invisible in here. It's a kind of perfume that is good for a French shower, but not good as a perfume itself. The image that I had of the brand Juliette Has was an image of a young girl that is a little funky, full of fun, very careless. So I decided to start with the one in the middle that is called And I was hoping for kind of reaction, but instead I got kind of reaction. My first impression was that it's a kind of a cheap smell. I really did not enjoy it, but it's very interesting to untangle the elements in here. Geranium is obviously a centerpiece in this composition. Meanwhile, I don't feel any raspberries, and for me the geranium is combined with a kind of a plastic smell that is also making it even more unpleasant for me. The second component is a lipstick component with a little bit powdery, but on a sweeter side with vanilla and caramel. Those are the elements I usually like. Because of that geranium in the centerpiece, I really did not like this perfume overall. To stay in the same theme, after trying I decided to try Lipstick Fever. It's more refreshing kind of lipstick. It's not that intense and sweet and vintagey. It's a bit of a modern and younger version of lipstick. Normally it has all the elements I like in perfumes, but somehow it doesn't work for me. Maybe it's that abroxan again. It's not the kind of perfume that I would like to wear myself. The very strange one is Pear Inc. It's supposed to smell like pears, and when you spray it, immediately you feel something fresh and fruity, but it's like a cheap fruity spray actually. It doesn't smell like an expensive perfume. And I smell more green apple than pears. The one that I have the most respect for is Lady Vengeance. Not that I like it, but it's just because I'm not a fan of roses and vintage vibes. My personal favorite one was probably Musc Invisible. It gives me a feeling of a cashmere sweater. Remember once upon a time there was a perfume, Donna Karan. Was it Cashmere Mist, I think, yes. This one is even softer, is not so itchy. It's more like a fur of a rabbit. Really, really cozy. The one that's different in color, this one, is Vanilla Vibes. But really is not the kind of vanilla that I like. I like more of a sweet bourbon vanilla mixed with something else. This one is supposed to be mixed with salt, but I don't get any salty vibes. I get the vibes of kind of mold and wet and humidity, but nothing of salt. I might be wrong, but I think abroxan also is ruining for me the perfume called Lili Fantasy. Usually I like Lili Accords when they're very nice and delicate in fragrances, but this one is very punchy. It's in fact much more punchy than the real Lilies. And not only it's punchy, but it smells kind of cheap, like it's something you really don't want to wear, or at least that's my own impression. Better acquaintance with a brand with this discovery set sort of destroyed the image that I had of a young careless girl. While I can still see a teenager wearing not a perfume, A perfume like Lady Vengeance would be more appropriate for someone mature and older. Overall, I was a bit disappointed by this brand. I think they're pretty expensive for what they are, and some of them they kind of smell cheap for me. I still like Sunny Side Up, and maybe once in a while I'll be passing by Sephora and spraying it here and there.